Originally intended as a lavish shrine for the Shriners, Atlanta's Fox Theater became a premier movie palace and then later a performing arts venue. But by the early 1970s, the Fox Theater fell into despair and was actually slated for demolition. Here to talk about the 50th anniversary of the Save the Fox campaign is Allan Vella, President and CEO of the Fox Theater. Welcome to the show, Allan.
Yeah, good morning, Chesley. Thanks for having me.
All right, talk about this grassroots effort to keep the Fox Theater.
Well, it was amazing. So 50 years ago, there was a demolition permit issued for the theater, and the community rose up and to save the Fox. And the community got together and they raised $3 million to purchase the theater and to get it on its feet. And kids collected pennies at schools. Kids had car washes. There was proms here. Fraternities, sororities participated. Even Leonard Skinner had a concert and donated proceeds to save this wonderful theater.
Wow. Was it that it fell into despair as far as the infrastructure, or what was it?
The theater is 4,665 seats. It had challenges even beginning right after the Great Depression. It opened up Christmas Day, 1929, just 2 months after the stock market crash. It did fairly well up until the 70s. And then finally, there was so much of the inner city community that left for the suburbs, there really wasn't a need for a theater of this size in downtown Atlanta. So the theater was in disrepair, and the owners made it be known to the commercial real estate community that they would tear the theater down in order for someone to purchase the property.
Wow.
And Southern Bell, the largest employer in Atlanta, was in the process of purchasing this theater, or at least the property, and we're going to tear it down.
Wow. I mean, I can't even imagine Atlanta without the Fox Theater. Do you know of any of those untold stories? I'm sure there's plenty of them. Untold stories in the original Save the Fox campaign?
Well, it's just that people got together any way they could, and there was very few large donations to save this theater. I mean, it was really the community stepping up saying, we have to do something to save this theater, which they did. And now we are one of the most successful theaters in the world, and we've been the theater of the decade for the past 2 decades. So we have over 500 to 600,000 people that come through the theater every single year.
Wow.
And now we're even giving back.
Yeah. How does that spirit of the original Save the Fox campaign still shape the theater today?
Well, it does in terms of our mission. Our mission is to preserve and share. So that campaign was to preserve the theater, and we put approximately $2 to $3 million back into the theater every year now. And then we take some of our excess proceeds and we help other theaters throughout the state of Georgia preserve themselves. And theaters help the downtowns and create tremendous economic impact.
You got something called the Fox Archive Day. That's coming up in August. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, yes, we do. So we have a lot of great artifacts, from gold records to old blueprints to our amazing furniture and light collection, old movie posters, you name it. And we like to show all those things off.
Wow. What's coming up at the Fox that we should know about?
Book of Mormon is in the theater this week, and we encourage everyone to come down and see it. It's going to be a great show.
You guys give tours of the Fox as well, right? And take people behind the scenes, that kind of thing?
Yes, we do. If you go to foxtheater.org, you could check out one of our many, many tours. We do architectural tours, and come Halloween period, we do our ghost tours, so you can come. We've been known to scare a few people, and so it's been a lot of fun.
Is there anything that would threaten the Fox today, or is it that we're kind of sound, we're good, we had that help, and we're okay? Or what
we're very, very sound, and I think what we intend to do is to preserve this theater for the next generation. So the theater is not threatened in any way presently, and this nonprofit owns and operates the theater outright.
All right, Allan Vella, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you for having me. We appreciate it.
Some great stories there. All right, thank you.